politicians are guilty for putting us into this mess. Maybe some more so than others, but they're all complicit, just as we are all complicit for allowing these people to be elected and run this country for the last however many years, 30 years, 40 years, and has driven us into this ditch. Okay? So don't show up on the main blog and say, hey, the only thing we should be promoting here is Ron Paul or Mitt Romney or whoever floats your boat. Because that's BS, and we can't allow that. And then when somebody else shows up and says, hey, Romney sucks, you gotta go for Kane, the whole thing unravels, okay? And this side has to grow. We have to get the word out. We have to get, you wouldn't be coming here if you knew this, if you didn't think this place was special. So you should have confidence going out and trying to get more people to visit this site on a daily basis. Well, if somebody shows up out of the blue and they start reading the comments, and it's all people flaming back and forth about Paul's great, no, Kane's great, no, Romney's great, no, Obama sucks, and man, they're going to be turned away as fast as they show up. So we can't have it. So that's what the rules are. Love it or leave it. Don't bitch at me about free speech. One, because you don't have free speech here. It's my site, and I can keep on here whatever I want. And two, I've given you these forums to duke this stuff out. So if you post something and you on my main comment, the thread of the day, whatever it is, and all of a sudden you look 30 minutes later and it's gone, don't complain. You've been warned. Okay? Finally, a couple more things about growing the site. It's critical because the site is getting more and more expensive to keep up. So therefore, we've got to have more revenue. Revenue comes in because of traffic, and so therefore we need more traffic. So I'm asking for volunteers. We've got a nice core group of 4 moderators. We could always use a couple more that are, a couple folks that are willing to hang out on the side an hour or two, not necessarily every day, but to come by and hang around and check the forums and check the comments and make sure everything's staying on topic. So if you'd like to be a moderator, please contact the support, whatever is it, support at tfmetallsreport.com or whatever, or email Stephanie of the tech team and let her know. So we could use a couple moderators. More importantly, we need 2 other groups of people, and so I'm looking for volunteers. One, we need ambassadors. We need dignitaries and ambassadors from the great land of Turd to go forth and spread the Turd word at the places where everybody else hangs out. Be it I don't know, whatever metal sites or other bulletin boards or any place where people congregate that would have an interest in this site. So we need a team of ambassadors, people that spend time on the internet, that know their way around, that know where we need to spread the word. We need people to actually enlist and say that they're going to take us upon themselves for a few weeks or a couple of months to really go out and organically spread the word about this site. I mean, if Occupy Wall Street can work, then we can have our own turd fall. Turd holiday season. I don't know, whatever we'll call it. But anyway, we need it. So contact Stephanie and tell her you'd like to be an ambassador, and we'll set you up from there. We also need it's basically a chamber of commerce, so a welcome wagon committee, because people show up all the time and say, "Hey, this is my first post," and what the hell is Piggeth the Christie? And it could be a little daunting because we have our own little, our own little slang, and why all this talk about, canned bacon, and the like. And we need people that are the welcoming committee, that when you see that comment show up, somebody that says, "Hey, it's my first post," then as part of the welcoming committee, that is your job to put a comment underneath it or to reply to that person's comment saying, "Hey, thanks for coming aboard. Thanks for registering. Thanks for being a part of this. We're happy to have you here. We love, every opinion is valid. And here's what the rules are. And make sure you check out the terms and conditions. You're going to love it. And now please go out and tell more people about it." So we need ambassadors and we need welcome wagon. Well, I don't know. It's kind of a cheesy term, but you get the idea. So please, if you think you can help, contact Stephanie. Her email is on the about us, or hell, it's my site, and I don't even know where. But I think you'll probably figure it out. We are also for adding revenue. We're going to add some advertising spaces. Currently, there is a block that there's kind of a horizontal block across the it's up here across the top of the screen. And then there's a square on the right-hand side by the charts, and then there's a square at the bottom. They are populated based upon your cookies by Google. It's all Google AdSense. And so the ads that show up there is, believe it or not, Google looks at the cookies on your computer and then determines what ads might interest you. It's kind of scary, isn't it? Certainly isn't the scariest thing they do. And that's even kind of scary. Anyway, so that's all that the ads are now. Well, we're going to kind of timeshare that main block, the main rectangle that's next to the logo. And so what we'll be able to do is sell a quarter of the time or half the time to a permanent advertiser. I envision that being, a metals company or somebody that you all might want to frequent. If they become a sponsor. And then we're going to sell an additional square blocks down the right-hand side by the charts. And those would be permanent. They show up on every page view. And I'm hoping, again, that we get some bullion dealers, some vault companies, some, I don't know. Whatever. Some canned bacon companies. Whatever. We'll want to buy time there. All of that will generate more revenue for the site, which then I can take to Vegas. No, that I can put into options. Okay, I might do a little of that. But no, mainly we'll reinvest it back into the site and come up with new stuff, which is what we're doing. We are building a page for all of these podcasts that I'm doing. And there's going to be more and more podcasts. I hope to do them every 2 weeks. We'll release them every other Saturday. The next one will be next Saturday. On that podcast page, we'll have a built-in player, so you don't have to leave the site. You can just click it and it'll go, kind of like what King World News kind of comes to mind, how they do it. And there will be advertisers on those too, so that's kind of cool. And that'll add some revenue. We're also going to add an affiliations page where there will be links. So if you want to go buy a Berkey water filter, if you want to go buy some ammunition, you want to go buy canned bacon, if you want to, whatever, there'll be a link to go to Amazon, and then once at Amazon, if you buy a book or if you buy a generator, the site makes money. So going forward, hopefully you'll be able to help drive revenue to the site to keep it growing and keep it ahead of the curve. There's also some Turd Shop we're trying to get ready. Turd Mart. Ooh, Turd Mart. I like that. Maybe that's what we'll call it. We'll call it the Turd Mart. Welcome to Turd Mart. Would you like a squishy? But we won't be able to sell squishies because we can't ship squishies. But we are making some basic turd merchandise. Not necessarily these there, your partner. But some ball caps and some T-shirts. Like this? Well, not like this, but, fancy T-shirts, some bumper stickers, things like that. We're trying to get that up just in time for the holiday rush. But wait, there's more. If you buy no, I'm just kidding. But there will be a Turd Mart so that you can impress your friends and family by doing all of your holiday shopping right here in Turdland. And anything you buy would be much appreciated. So look for that sometime before Black Friday so that we have it up. That just cracks me up. We're trying to get this all up for holiday season. All right. So anyway, so there you go. That's everything. God, this is 22 minutes for crying out loud. I apologize. I didn't intend to have this be this long, but see, this is what I mean. If I tried to type all this out, how long would this would have taken me hours to type, and it wouldn't have made, it probably didn't make any sense anyway, but it certainly wouldn't have made any sense in the typed format. So, there you go. So, let's sum up. This is the way they taught us in public presentation class, Fusion, right? You've got A, B, and I'm going to tell you about A, B, and C. here's how A, B, and C work. And in summary, here's A, B, and C. Something like that. So here are our points. One, don't be surprised if the stock market goes in the toilet. Well, to some extent. And it drags gold and silver down with it. I still, with the position limits maybe coming next week, there's just more incentive to bang things down further so that more shorts can be covered at lower prices. Use any selling for and any kind of weakness to accumulate more physical. Please, please, it's your only protection. All right? And while I'm begging, again, please don't be argumentative. And just because you believe something doesn't mean that because I believe something different that I am your enemy or that I'm an idiot. Well, okay, I may be an idiot, but it doesn't mean that you have to be mean about it. Remember, the number one rule here is we treat others the way we want to be treated. Again, politics, there will be no politics, there will be no endorsements, there will be no arguing about political candidates in the main blog. Comments will be deleted, okay? And then please contact Stephanie if you can be a moderator, if you'd like to be an ambassador, or if you'd be part of the welcoming committee. If you work at a company that'd like to advertise, please contact us where it says contact Turd. And I'll put on my advertiser hat and I won't call you, but I'll email you and let you know how much it costs. And then look for all the podcast page and the Turd Mark page and all that kind of stuff pretty soon. So anyway, thank you all for affording me this opportunity. We are now almost a year old. If you would have told me when we started on 11/11/10 that all of this would be happening and has happened, I mean, I would never have believed it. So thank you all for affording me the opportunity to do what I've been able to do. And thank you all for helping each other. And let's try to stick together. Okay? We'll see you all again soon. I hope everyone has a great weekend and get ready for another crazy and exciting week ahead. Bye.